Hello, my name is Natalie Garnica, and welcome to the Love Revolution. This vlog is intended to open up discussions about issues and topics related to love and deep connection. Because as our surroundings change, I believe it's time for the way we think of love and the way we show affection to also change. So, let's break down our walls, let's get a little uncomfortable, and let's build each other up as humans who actually care and love. The United States of America. This culture promotes freedom and independence. And these key words are very powerful to an individual. But what happens when this individual has a tribe, has a family, has a unity, and then is conflicted with this idea of being independent? You see, I'm Mexican. And in many Latin cultures, as well as other non-US cultures, family unity is highly promoted. And I've been very conflicted with this idea of this culture that I was brought up in of being independent. We're taught here in the United States that if you work hard enough, that you will get what you want. If you work hard enough, you will achieve these dreams. Well, isn't that why so many people all around the world want to come to the United States? Because we promote this idea. But it's very selfish, very independent driven. Because it's very hard to work and work when you have people hanging on your back, when you're trying to pull everyone in your culture and tribe. I feel like this conflict is created with many people whose parents are from other countries and have very strong cultural values of family unity. Because once we get to that point where we can be independent, we want to start working hard to get to our dreams, our family always plays a role in our decisions, whether we want to or not. We then feel this weird guilt for wanting to leave. And not because we want to just get rid of them or because we don't love them, but simply because we know that at this point in our lives, we need to work hard on our own in order for in the future, give back to the family. So, how do we get rid of this conflict? It's an internal conflict as an individual who is battling between balancing two different cultural ideas. And I feel like this is very necessary to try and resolve because as anyone knows about their alignment in their energies, their chakras, they know that the first chakra is the root chakra. And in this chakra, you find your sense of self, your security. It keeps you grounded. And when that is unbalanced, you start to lose your sense of identity. I know I've been battling through this myself lately because as I'm trying to become an independent person and achieve my goals, it's requiring me to have to detach myself from my family. And again, not because I don't love them, not because I don't want them with me, but because at this point in my life, I need to journey on my own in order to come back as a stronger person. But this makes me question, is there any way that we can achieve our dreams and goals without having to detach ourselves for a moment from our families? And the more I think about it, I don't think so. I think that in order to become a stronger individual for the group, then you need to leave a little bit, for a little bit. You can't stay in this bubble forever. You have to explore, grow on your own in order to come back and make the group, the tribe, the family stronger. So if as an individual, it's best to actually explore and be independent for a moment. And let's try and also identify what independence is. Individuality. That's being able to be yourself and express yourself, knowing who you are inside. So again, you need your family and root chakra to be balanced. Because if you don't, then that sense of self is lost. Then when you go out into the world, you only get further lost. You need to have that grounding in knowing who your family is, or who your group is, your tribe. I know a lot of people that also don't have families, but at some point in their lives, they create a family because we all need that root, that base, our foundation to be solid. And when you have that solid group of friends who become that family, you're good. You're set. Because again, it reaffirms who you are, what you like, and who you're going to become. It reminds you that even if it all fails, you have some group of people that you belong to. So I think family should acknowledge that we're no one's property. You know how many parents have said, I brought you into this world, I can take you out of it. To a certain extent, yes. You know, parents definitely deserve the utmost respect. But at the same time, parents and other people in the family need to realize that we are individuals. And that one leaving doesn't mean they're leaving forever. They need to realize that one leaving will only make the group that much stronger. You know, I had this conversation with one of my friend's parents, and they were the ones who pretty much brought this idea to me, where he said, I don't think of my children as like I own them, because that only creates this conflict between the parent and the child. I know that at some point they're gonna leave. And I think that that's a very healthy way of viewing your children. If you view your children as your property, like they owe you something, other than respect, I don't really think children should owe you anything. But as children, of course, we want to return the favor. We want to return the love. But how can we do that if we never free ourselves and show you that we are independent and strong? I think that's the greatest gift of all, right? Showing that you can support yourself. And not only support yourself, but eventually support the family, whether it's financially, emotionally, with grandchildren. But that can't happen if they continue to just stay in this bubble. There's so many cultures that the minute that their children are 18, they're like, you know what? This is your time to go. And then you get the reverse kind of effect, because then you have these children who are scared, who don't know what they're gonna do, who feel abandoned, right? But if anything, in the long run, those individuals appreciate their parents more sooner than later, because then they realize, oh wow, this is what it means to be me. This is what it means to be an individual. So if you agree with my idea of trying to prevent this conflict between family, unity, tribe, and independence, individuality, success, or whatever people consider success, then again, I think we need to create a safe space for people to know that if we do leave, and when we do leave, that we will have that family and tribe and roots still in the ground. Because we need that. We need that in order for our branches to grow and spread and reach. So again, leave your comments below if you yourself have experienced this guilt of leaving, or if you felt like your family has made you feel guilty for leaving, or if you, as that member of the tribe who wants that unity to stay, express why it's scary for you to see certain individuals leave for the moment. You know, this can be a very complex conversation for some people, but I want to hear. I want to hear how other adults change that. I want to know how other adults experienced this and surpassed it. What did you have to do in order to reunify yourself after leaving? Or at what point did your parents or siblings or other people in your group, friends, acknowledge that you were never really gone? So, I hope you have another beautiful day. Until next time.